This episode of Ty's iHelp is brought to you by GoDaddy. What's up, guys? Yesterday Apple released iOS 5. It has a ton of new features in it, so what I'm going to be doing in this video is covering some of the most important features that are in iOS 5. If you'd like to download iOS 5, it is free via iTunes. Just go ahead and update your iTunes, update your software on your device, and all should be good. If you haven't already decided to do that yet, maybe this video will help you out. There are 200 plus features, so obviously I can't cover all those in the video. I'm only going to be covering the main ones and the ones that I really liked. But if you'd like to check out my website, tysiPhoneHelp.com, I'll have a link for you guys. You can actually see the full list of all the new features that came out in iOS 5. So now let's get to it and actually show you these features in action. So the first feature we're going to take a look at is the new notification center. If you swipe down here from the top down, it slides down the new notification center, gives you all of your notifications in one place. You got your weather, your stocks, your app notifications, your text messages, basically all of your notifications in one place. And it's not annoying anymore. It's not going to pop up in the middle of an app as a little text bubble. You can just swipe it away when you don't want to see it anymore. And it keeps it really organized. I'm actually going to send a message right now, just saying something, a text message, and it should pop up right there at the top, as you see. And it's not annoying. This actually is a little bar there at the top, so you can continue playing whatever game you want to, and then it goes away if you don't tap on it. But if you want to see it later, you just scroll back down, and there it is. Really out of the way, really easy to keep everything organized, and it's nice. You've also got notifications on the lock screen now. As you see here, they pop up. If I want to, I can actually slide across these and it will open up the text messages app. If it's a voicemail, it'll actually play the voicemail straight from there, and it'll basically open up any app that you get a notification from just by sliding to the right on it. So as you see here, it opened it up my messages app. Now if you don't like the new notifications, you can actually go into settings and change all of these up and change them back, or just turn them off completely. Right here in the notifications of settings, you can actually change all of the apps to their customized settings. So if I wanted to say the text messages, I wanted them to actually be alerts like they were before, you can set that, or you can set it to a banner like where it loads up here at the top, or you can set it to none. There's lots of different settings you can do here. You can show the most recent 5 items. You can just turn it off completely to show notifications in Notification Center. You can show the badge app icons, turn them on or off. You can show the preview, repeat alert multiple times if you want to. You can even set it up to 10 times. And you can even turn off the notifications on the lock screen for this app. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be happy with the new notification center on iOS 5. I like it, but there are some things I don't like about it. I actually prefer the old alerts better, just because, I mean, they weren't that annoying to me. I don't hardly ever check the notification center. I hardly ever swipe down to look at it. And I have noticed myself missing some text messages. For example, if I have my phone on, sitting to the side of me, it's unlocked, I get a text message, I don't hear it because my phone's on silent, which frequently happens somehow. I'll actually get the text message, it'll pop up a bar here at the top, and then I won't notice it because I don't check my notification center, so I won't respond or get that person's text for hours. But I will say I do like the lock screen notifications. That's really nice and gets everything more organized and right up front for you to see. Next up is iMessage. It's basically BlackBerry Messenger for iOS devices. It lets you talk to any iOS device, iPhone, iPad, or iPod for free. You can send text messages, picture messages, contacts, locations, basically everything you can do with a text message, except it is free, unlimited, and you can do it from any device if you're talking to another iOS device. It's actually built into the text messages app if you have an iPhone or you now have a messages app on your iPad or iPod Touch. So you don't have to actually have a new app for it or keep them different from your other text messages. Actually, if you open up a text message and you're allowed to send the person an iMessage, which being if they have an iOS device, it'll actually tell you it is an iMessage. So I'm just going to say hey here, and I'm going to send that. So I'm actually sending this to my iPad that's sitting right beside me. It tells me it's delivered. Now let me show you this. I'm going to type something on my iPad, and as you see right there, it says that I'm typing. So you actually can see when someone's typing, when the text message is delivered, when it's read, pretty much just like BlackBerry Messenger does if you're familiar with that, except it's for iOS devices. So I'm going to hit send here on my iPad. You see it pops up anytime now. There it is. And it looks just like a regular text message, except the iMessages are blue when you send them. It's also got group iMessaging, so if I wanted to have a chat with a bunch of my friends, you can do that also. It's just really nice, and I'm glad they implemented this into the text messages app This is definitely going to save some people that don't have an unlimited text plan some money, because it's going to be free, especially if you talk to a lot of people that have iOS devices. And I actually prefer iMessage over a text message just because it actually sends a lot faster. If you're like me, I don't have signal at all in my house, but I do have Wi-Fi, so it always sends, and it sends immediately. I don't have to wait to get signal. If you have iPhones and iPads, it syncs across all your devices, and it's just really nice. It works. Next up is Newsstand. It's basically iBooks, except for newspapers and magazines. You can subscribe to all of your newspapers and your magazines in iTunes via the App Store. I actually haven't used this at all. I don't really prefer to use this or read my news this way. Maybe you guys will, I don't know, but it is nice. One thing that I didn't like about it that you can't do with it, if you actually hold down on it and you want to move this into a folder, it's not going to let you. I don't know why they won't let you hide that. I have a don't use folder on my iPhone where I put all the apps that I don't really care for, that I don't really want to do anything with, but I can't delete. And for some reason Apple has made it so you cannot hide the Newsstand. Jerks! But yeah, it's basically just like iBooks for your newspapers and magazines. It'll download all of your subscriptions automatically, so I guess that's nice. But it just really just keeps all of your newspapers and magazines in one place. The Camera and Photos app also got some nice updates. I'll start out with the camera. You can actually now take a picture with the volume up button. Oh my god, I know, right? It's like revolutionary. No, it's not actually. A ton of phones have this, but it does work. So, I mean, I guess that's a new nice little feature there. You can also now pinch to zoom, which I find is kind of annoying. You still can do the zoom once it comes up, but it's kind of annoying to have to pinch to zoom when you're wanting to take a picture or a video or whatever. Also, now if you double tap the home button, you get a camera button. So if you tap that, it will actually take you directly to your camera. So that's a quick little access from the lock screen to your camera, so that's nice. You can also now scroll back and forth from your photos to your camera. So if I want to, I can flick right over here to the left and it takes me to my photos. If I want to, I can also scroll over here to the right and it will show me my camera. In the Photos app, there's some great new editing tools to edit your pictures. If you actually go here and tap up in the right corner, you can crop, rotate, show grid lines, do red eye reduction. There's all kinds of little things you can do here. Like if you want to right here, you can tap red eye and then you can tap on it and it says did not find a red eye, obviously because it's just a picture of my table, but it works. You can do the cropping, so if I wanted to, I can actually just show what part of the picture I want to show, hit crop, and there we go. Now that's left in the picture. So it's really nice. Hit save right there and it saves it for you. Definitely great to have some photo editing straight from your phone. You can also organize your albums. If you go here to the album section, just hit edit and then add. You can type in a new one here, so you can organize everything from your phone, keep all of your photos edited, and take pictures faster now. iOS 5 also has built-in Twitter integration, so you can add all of your accounts here. You can install the Twitter app from the settings where you can manage all this stuff. You can add all of your contacts to it, so it'll actually sync up with your contacts when you're replying somebody, and it also works with your built-in apps. So let's say I'm in Safari and I'm on Tazai Helps channel and I really like it and I want to tweet it out, but I don't want to leave the Safari app. I can hit this little button right here, select tweet, and it loads up right here without leaving the Safari app. So I can type whatever I want to here. It's already got my link in there, so when you're using Safari you can add your location. You can do that anywhere. And then you can hit tweet. You can actually even select which account you want it to be by doing that, by tapping on it if you have multiple accounts. And then you can hit send and it will tweet it out for you. Like I said, they've got great integration with all the built-in apps like your photos, YouTube, or in this case Maps. So if I wanted to tweet CC's Pizza, I wanted to tell everybody where it's at, I just tap on it, hit share location, hit tweet, and then it's going to load up. It's got the name, it's got location attached to it, and all I have to do is hit send and everybody knows where I'm at or where I'm talking about. It's really nice to be able to tweet something directly from the app without having to copy and paste it, like for something you wanted to share via Twitter that you're not at your computer to do. It just makes it a lot simpler and it's nice. Safari has some nice new features which I thought would be best to demo on iPad. It now has the reading list. So if you want to, you can browse through all the stuff that you said you will like read later. You can add stuff to this by tapping the little button right here and hitting add to reading list, which is nice, and it syncs across all your devices and it makes it easier to keep track of what you have read and what you haven't read by switching between all and unread. There's also now tab browsing, so you can actually have tabs up here at the top. You can add new tabs. I think it goes all the way up to like 10 tabs. Yeah, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 tabs you can have. So it's nice to be able to switch between all of your tabs and have multiple things going at once. There's also a new feature called Reader, which if you tap right up here in the URL bar, it basically strips everything like the ads and all the clutter from a website and just gives you the pictures and the text that you really want to see. So it makes it a lot easier to read websites that have a lot of crap on them. And there's also a button right here to change the text size if you want to read it in bigger text, so it makes it even easier to read. The Mail app has some nice new updates, so if I'm writing a new email, I can actually do indentation now. So if I tap right here and give another tap, tap right over here to the right, you can actually do quote level, and you can continue increasing or decreasing that by just tapping increase or decrease, which obviously I'm failing to doing right now. There's also rich text formatting, so if you highlight whatever text you're wanting to make richer, you can actually bold it, underline it here, or italicize it. Also, you can, let me go and show you what bold looks like. So basically you can just make it bold, very simple, but it is nice. Also, you can define it, so if you want to see what that word means in your email, like somebody sent you an email that's way above your head, you can hit define right there and it loads up a dictionary and tells you what it is. You can also now flag emails. If you're on an email reading it or whatever, you can just tap mark right here and hit flag, and it will basically just flag the email for you. My personal favorite and probably the best feature in iOS 5 is that it's PC free. That means you do not need a computer to use your iPhone, your iPod, or your iPad. You don't need a computer to set it up, you don't need a computer to sync it, or you don't need a computer to update it. Everything you can do straight from your phone. It works all through your Apple account. Now in settings, you've got over-the-air updates, so if you want to, you can go in here, go to General, and go to Software Update, and you can see here and check to see if there is a new software update available, which it's not working right now for me, but that's how you do it. It'll download the firmware and you can update, and it's a lot faster, a lot easier, and you don't need to be bothered with connecting it to your computer. Also, there's iCloud now, which gives you 5 free gigabytes of data to store all of your documents, your mail, your contacts, your pictures, your reminders, your calendars, bookmarks, notes, basically just everything on your phone, even your settings. You can sync up to your iTunes account, and it's amazing. It's really nice. It makes it so much easier. Even your music syncs up. And the good thing with this is anything that comes with iTunes, as well as your photos, does not count against the 5 gigabytes of space you have. So it's really nice. As you see here, I still have 3.1 gigabytes available, and I've been using this for a long time. This is really, really nice, and it's made my life so much easier. I could show you guys this, but I really can't demo it much for you. Everything syncs up at night when you plug up your phone. You can go into your iCloud storage and backup and go ahead and get it to backup now for you. I can do that, and you can cancel the backup if you want to. And iCloud and being PC free is going to make it so much easier when you actually get your new devices. For instance, when I go get my new iPhone 4S, I'm going to set it up just by typing in my Apple ID and password, and it's going to have all my apps, all my settings, all my data, all my documents, bookmarks, and everything straight on my phone. It's going to immediately start downloading the backup, and it's just going to work. I don't have to plug it up to the computer to use it. It just works. It also syncs everything across all your devices, so when I change something on my iPhone, it's going to change on my iPad, it's going to change on my Mac, and it's going to change on my iPod, as well as photo stream. This is one of the best features on here. When you take a picture on your iPhone, it's going to sync across all your devices, so you can see it anywhere on any device at any time. If the 5 free gigabytes of space isn't enough for you, you can buy more right here by going to storage plan, tapping on that. They've got different data plans of 10 gigabytes, 20 gigabytes, and 100 gigabytes for $20, $40, and $100 a year. But I'm telling you, you're not going to need that much. You're going to be doing a lot of stuff if you need that much data. And this is also replacing Mobile Me. So basically iCloud is free, and you're not going to have to pay the $99 fee for Mobile Me anymore. You get the email, you get all your everything backed up and synced across all your devices. As I said before, there are 200 features in iOS 5, so I can't cover all of them, but here are a few others that I wanted to mention really quickly for you. You can AirPlay anywhere now, so anything that you want to send to your Apple TV, you can do that. It's really nice. It basically works with every app. Also, the video or the iPod app is now split up into music and video. As you see here, I've got music and I've got videos somewhere in here. I think it's over here. So I don't know why they split those up, but they did. In settings under sounds, you can now change your text message sound, so that's nice. I don't know why they didn't have that at first. but they have a ton here for you to choose from. You can add your own, or you can even buy more tones for your text messages. And even Game Center got a few updates. You can now add profile pictures to it, but really, like, who even uses Game Center? Another feature they haven't said a lot about is the ability to undock and split your keyboard. You can actually undock it and move it around wherever you want to make it easier for typing, or just put it where you want it. And also splitting is really, really nice and helps you out typing a lot more. If I can open it up here, I just hit split and it'll actually split it, so you can actually just type a lot easier. Just like that, and you can again drag this wherever you want it to be. Makes it a lot easier, so you can hold your iPad and type like that. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with the new multi-touch gestures on iPad. If you take 4 fingers, you can swipe up and see all of your apps currently running. If you open an app up and you want to close it, you can pinch to like close it right there. If you're in apps, you can actually take 4 fingers and swipe between apps just by taking 4 fingers and switching back and forth. One thing I did want to mention, because a lot of you guys have been asking, Siri is an iPhone 4S feature only. It's not iOS 5. It's not going to be on any other devices. I don't even think it's going to be on the iPad 2. I'm pretty sure it is only for the iPhone 4S. The reason being, it needs more memory and a better processor for Siri to work correctly. Before we wrap up this video, let's take one last look at our sponsor, GoDaddy. Get reliable and secure web hosting without the long-term contract. GoDaddy's hosting plans are bigger and better than ever, with 99.99% uptime, 24/7 support, and no annual commitment. And remember, you can get GoDaddy's free Android, iPhone, or BlackBerry app, order right from your phone, manage all your domains, and more. For Ties That Help viewers, you can get your own domain for $7.99 using the promo code TIE3 at checkout. Also check out revision3.com/GoDaddy for all the amazing GoDaddy deals from Revision 3. So overall, I think iOS 5 is a really nice update. It's got it up to speed to some of the Android phones out there that have had some of these features for a long time now, but I think Apple did a great job at it. If you haven't already updated, I really suggest you do. As you've seen, tons of great new features in it that are really worth updating for. So thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think about iOS 5, as well as any more video suggestions you have for me to do on iOS 5. Like if there's a new feature you want me to cover and do an in-depth video on and show you how it works or how to use it, let me know. If you enjoyed this video and you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do that. It's awesome. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.